It's Thursday, November 10, and time for the Barbados Today Morning Update. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Our top story, a leading Caribbean academic says no good will come to the Caribbean as a result of Donald Trump's election victory. In fact, Vice-Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Sir Hilary Beckles, suggests that the billionaire businessman's election is a backward step that will take the U.S. back to the days of plantation America, when blacks had little to no civil rights and white supremacy was key. Speaking during a post-U.S. presidential election analysis held at the UWI Mona campus in Jamaica yesterday, Sir Hilary also warned of global economic fallout from the poll results, which sent shockwaves across the globe.
My expectation as an economic historian is that we're going to see the deepening of the world recession. Because 3/4 of humanity will assume that the United States no longer possess a moral authority to direct the world economy. World trade has always been driven by certain kinds of multilateral and bilateral ideologies and philosophies. The assertion of these value systems in the current space will have an adverse impact on global trade. I think in the Caribbean we have to prepare for that. We have to prepare for the consequences of a return to diminished levels of international trade as a result of this construct. It is not just, therefore, a political movement within the narrative of a country. It's the restructuring of global ideologies which will impact upon globalization.
Meantime, the election result has the local commercial sector here worried. Trump, the Republican candidate, defeated the favorite Democrat, Hillary Clinton, in the wee hours of Wednesday to become the country's 45th leader. President of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Eddie Abed, who is anxious over Trump's hostile and nationalist rhetoric during the campaign, tells Barbados Today he can only hope for a different man in the White House. But in the meantime, he says, all Barbadian businesses can do is to wait and see. Meanwhile, chairman of the Barbados Labour Party, George Payne, has been celebrating the election of Republican Trump as the new U.S. president. He's hopeful the businessman will make a meaningful contribution to Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean. Payne tells Barbados Today there's nothing to fear, suggesting that Trump could do no worse than his predecessors.
I believe that one of the things about Trump that people have been saying is the negative comments that he has been making. People have been calling him a racist and someone who's a divider. But if you look at the American political scene, where the Caribbean is concerned, I don't think that there's any president of the United States that has done anything really meaningful to the Caribbean. And Trump can't do worse. Hillary Clinton would have been a continuation of what has transpired in the past. At least you have a new man in the White House. You have someone who has never been tested before politically. And notwithstanding how he has been branded, he now has a responsibility to show his true colors and to prove people wrong.
In other news this Thursday, the National Union of Public Workers is moving full steam ahead with industrial action by Friday. Union sources tell Barbados Today talks with the Personnel Administration Division on the reinstatement of President Akani McDowell to a senior acting position within the Ministry of Health has broken down. According to the source, the division, which has promised to address the matter by Monday, issued a letter saying it did not get around to dealing with the issue. The union insists this is unacceptable and has summoned a meeting of fellow unions, including General Secretary of the Unity Workers Union, tomorrow to plot the next move. In sports, St. Michael's School suffered a crushing 53-28 defeat on home soil against tough opponents Harrison College. And we're talking results from the preliminary round of the Massey United Insurance School's Basketball League played yesterday. The star player for Harrison College was Jonathan Fowler, who contributed 13 points, while St. Michael's Lemire Donnelly was the highest scorer for his school with 10 points.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Read all about it, read all about it. Get your paper. Only newspaper. You again with that stale news from yesterday. I got the Barbados today on my phone, and I just get my news for free. What do she?
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
But Maisie, this Christmas will be the best Belgian Christmas for we. Maisie, it is all because Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie, fix up the kitchen and a new TV we getting. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan sprucer, buy some new furniture and appliances, or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
In Bajan style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
To regional developments in St. Vincent, a boy perished and another is still missing after heavy rains caused widespread flooding and landslides across the island yesterday. According to police, Philip Compton was swept away by flood waters in the island of Bequia while reportedly trying to clear a drain. Two brothers, Jafon and Jaquan May, were also swept out to sea. 10-year-old Jafon made it back to shore despite breaking his right foot and suffering a head injury. But the search is continuing for 6-year-old Jaquan. The inclement weather, which resulted from a surface trough system, dumped some 5 inches of rain on the island. Schools, government offices, and some private businesses were closed for the day. On the international scene, world leaders have been reacting to Donald Trump's presidential win, which sent shockwaves around the globe. More in this report from the CNN.
Applause in the Russian parliament, even a champagne toast to Donald Trump's victory. Putin's allies and then Putin himself congratulating Trump just hours after his presidential win, pledging to improve with the U.S.
Russia is ready and wants to restore full-fledged relations with the U.S. We understand this won't be an easy path, but we are ready to play our part in it.
As Russia, a growing U.S. adversary, spoke of a cozier relationship, U.S. allies around the world expressed nervousness. Faced with a nuclear-armed North Korea, South Korea, stung by Trump's questioning during the campaign of the U.S. defense of Seoul, convened a National Security Council meeting.
I call on your utmost efforts and unwavering work to maintain the U.S. and South Korea's strong position against North Korea to solve the North's nuclear issue.
NATO, jolted by Trump's criticism of alliance members' military contributions, saw its Secretary General announce he will find a way to work with Trump.
And finally, a 42-year-old London driver has been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter after the tram he was driving overturned, killing 7 people and injuring dozens more. The Rail Accident Investigation Branch revealed that the tram was traveling at a significantly higher speed than is permitted, while the British Transport Police are investigating whether the driver fell asleep. And on that note, we come to the end of our news and sports update. But for the very latest, visit our website, www.barbadostoday.tv. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good morning.